Should I put all my money in Square instead of Tesla? Have I found a new favorite company and investment? Will it outperform Tesla over the next year? I'll answer those questions and more for you right now. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we will cover what is Square, is Jack Dorsey the next Elon, or even better, and should you dump Tesla stock for Square? And if you want to be part of this community, real people looking to gain real wealth together with no rented Lamborghinis or Ferraris, go ahead and subscribe, hit that little notifications bell, and while you're down there, go ahead and like the video as well. Hey, we're just creating our own community of cool kids. Anyone can be one. Just look at me. So what is Square? Let's take a quick look at Square and what they do. You guys remember when you first started seeing those little readers that plug into the headphones jack on people's phones, right? It allowed you to take payments anywhere at any time. In the past, you had to pay big bucks and have a machine like this if you wanted to be able to take credit cards or debit cards. And you needed a phone line and a wired internet connection to process payments. What a game changer. And it allowed businesses that couldn't or didn't need those bulky machines to take card payments instead of cash or checks. And checks suck. But there are so many other parts of running a small business that was exactly like the payment process. Bulky, old, broken, nothing integrated, and super expensive. It costs enough to start a business and you have absolutely zero time to deal with any of that. And due to those constraints, business owners were hungry for something different. And Square recognized that and took advantage of it immediately. Now, in addition to payment processing, they also do payroll, they integrate the website, inventory, customer base, and a whole bunch more. It really is a solution for anyone looking to start a business out there. If this YouTube thing required a customer-facing interface, I would be using them too. Almost fell off my chair. I know, right? Hey, quit laughing. You've probably seen these at your local coffee shop, you know, the cool hip restaurant or the little hipster bar, and a bunch of other businesses out there who are trying to grow and expand and are run by someone who's under the age of about, 70 or so. And they also have Cashapp, which is growing by leaps and bounds. It is the future, assuming government regulation doesn't get a hold of it in the meantime. That's a different video altogether. We can do that one separate. Comment down below if you want to see a video on that. It's used to make payments, transfer money between friends, Bitcoin transactions. There's no fees for currency exchange and other, payment related processes. At the end of Q4 2019, Cashapp accounted for 27% of the total gross profits for Square. And it's been growing at an incredible rate. Look at this chart, it's just insane growth. Will you ever get people over 50 to use it? That remains to be seen. But most under that age will migrate to it as it becomes more accepted. Acceptance by retailers, grocery stores, and every gas station is critical to their success long term. So is Jack Dorsey the next Elon, or even better? Square is run by Jack Dorsey, formerly and back at the helm of Twitter. Kinda like Steve Jobs was with Apple. Left the company floundered, came back, and then the company took off again. Amazing guy who clearly is a unique individual. He's oftentimes compared to Elon Musk, especially with, Elon's link to PayPal, which, by the way, all these years later is still prevalent for payment and money changing services. It's incredible, it's been around forever. Jack's an incredible software guy, still young, and Square is his baby, so he will do anything to make it successful. Much like someone else we know. He seems to have the energetic persona to see this through, as evidenced by him running two massive companies at the same time. And clearly he's not afraid to grow and disrupt anywhere and upset anyone, as proven by the recent ouster attempt by activist investors at Twitter. They didn't accomplish their mission, by the way, it failed. He clearly excites not only Wall Street, but retail investors as well. And rumor has it, he's subscribed to my channel too. So make sure you don't forget to do that and like the video as well, since you want to follow in his lead, right? Come on, give me credit for trying at least. But should you bail on Tesla and jump ship to the new kid on the rise? I'm excited for the vision of this company. It has the right leadership in place, and despite losing money, it's a disruptive company that's turning a massive legacy industry upside down. Exactly like what Tesla is doing. And we are just at the beginning of that revolution, so you're getting in early before it becomes the next Tesla. It's almost trading at almost 50% below its high just a few months ago, so it's gotta be a bargain price, right? But we are in uncharted territory here, and the illness that we still can't say on YouTube is going to batter Tesla's business short term, but it's disproportionately going to crush Square in the short term. Look, the businesses that are going out of business are the small businesses, Like that's too many times saying business in one sentence. It's the small businesses who are the disproportionate users of Square's technology. And if you think your local coffee shop can survive another 2 months without revenue, you are sorely mistaken. If you think Cashapp will continue to grow and gain acceptance while everyone is stuck in some form of lockdown, again, you would be wrong. And all of that hurts Square much worse than a Tesla buyer delaying his or her purchase for another few months due to the illness. Tesla also has $7 billion to hold it up in the meantime. Those small businesses have very little in comparison, if anything. Additionally, it will take far longer for these small businesses to get restarted, reform, or rise from the ashes than it will for Tesla to start producing again and for buyers to start accepting delivery again. This is not the time to dump Tesla to buy Square. Square is just not frothy enough for me. But it doesn't mean I don't like the stock, so let's take a quick long-term view of it. If a bunch of small businesses go under, it could take a year or more for Square to get back to where they were before the illness. But what I'm really trying to say here is you have time to get in on Square, as their road is much tougher and it will be an even crazier choppy ride for them than it has been for Tesla. And I'm still looking to add it to my portfolio. But be very cautious and understand this is strictly a growth play, much like I'm making with Carnival. I know there's a risk that Carnival could go under, so click this video right here to get my details on my strategy for buying stocks. And don't forget to click that logo below the video to subscribe. And if you want to let me know you really enjoyed the content, make sure you like the video as well. Thanks.